In 1980s, one country shocked the world. Its companies everywhere, its products represent quality, its economy was growing faster than anyone else. Many believed it would soon overtake the United States. That country was Japan. But then something strange happened. Growth stopped, not for a year, not for a decade, but for 30 years. And today, Japan is still trying to recover. But what went wrong? Let's understand the failing economy of Japan in this episode of The Other Side. By the late 1980s, Japan had become an economic powerhouse. Its companies were buying assets across the world. Real estate prices started exploding. At one point, the land under Tokyo's Imperial Palace was said to be worth more than all the land in California. Stock prices kept rising, property prices kept rising. Everyone believed one thing: prices will never fall. And that belief created a bubble. A bubble is simple. When prices rise, not because of value, but because people expect them to keep rising. Banks were giving easy loans, people borrowed heavily, and they invested in real estate and stocks. Prices went up, so they kept borrowing and kept investing, and the cycle continued until one day the prices were no longer connected to reality. In the early 1900s, the bubble burst. Stock market collapsed, real estate prices crashed, companies lost value, people were left with huge debts, and their assets, they were now worth much less. And suddenly, the entire economy froze. After the crash, Japan entered what is now called the lost decade. But it didn't lasted just one decade. It lasted way longer. Why? Because of something called balance sheet recession. Companies and people stopped spending. Instead of investing, they started paying off their debt. Banks stopped lending, businesses stopped expanding, demand fell. And when demand falls down, the economy slows down. Now, something unusual happened. The prices didn't rise, they started falling. This is called deflation. Sounds good, right? Things are cheaper. But here's the problem: if prices are falling, people wait. Why buy today when the same thing would be cheaper tomorrow? So the spending reduces even more. Businesses earn less. They stop hiring or they reduce salaries, and the entire economy gets stuck. This is called the deflation trap, and Japan was stuck in it for years. At the same time, another slow crisis was building. Japan's population was aging, fewer children were being born, and more people were retiring. Today, Japan has one of the oldest populations in the world. Now, this creates two problems: fewer workers, lower consumption. An aging population spends less, and without spending, the economy cannot grow. To fix the slowdown, Japan started spending heavily, building infrastructures and supporting the economy. To do this, they started borrowing money, and today, Japan has one of the highest public debts in the world. But here's the twist: since most of this debt is owned by Japanese citizens and institutions, the system is still stable, but growth still slow. To revive the economy, Japan tried something radical: printing money. Very low interest rates, even negative interest rates. The idea was simple: encourage people to spend more, encourage businesses to invest. And this policy was led by the Bank of Japan. But even after years of effort, growth still remained weak. Japan's story is not just about one country, it's a warning. It shows what happens when asset bubble grows too large, public debt increases too high, population ages, and confidence breaks. An economy doesn't always collapse suddenly. Sometimes it just stops growing. Today, Japan is one of the world's largest economies. Still stable, still advanced, but its rapid growth never returned. And that's the real lesson. An economy can rise fast, but if the system breaks, recovery can take decades. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoy watching our content, please do subscribe to the channel because we are going to break down geopolitics and economics in a way that makes sense for all of us. See you in the next one soon. Till then, stay happy, stay diplomatic. This is Dave this side signing off. Peace.